Hey guys, welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Tiara Bree, and today I'm sitting with Matt Hinson of Britton Law, LLC. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you for asking. So tell me a little bit about your position with the law firm, sorry.
My position with the firm is I came on with the firm in 2011 as a partner, and that's currently my role right now.
That's awesome. And what do you all service? What areas do you practice?
The primary areas that we focus in are going to be probate, both litigation and administration, guardianship law, estate planning, and then some real estate matters.
And with estate planning, I know everybody always says different answers sooner rather than later sometimes, but when do you think is, the right time to plan for real estate or estate planning?
For estate planning, there's always milestones in life, getting married, having children, and also when you're getting older, maybe there's a doctor's evaluation that says you may want to start thinking about planning for your future, not just for passing away, but for situations where maybe you have dementia and you need to start thinking about who's going to take care of you if that situation arises and is needed.
And are those common with your practice? Like, if someone had dementia and they wanted to start estate planning early?
It is. We do see that, especially with our elderly individuals who maybe have been diagnosed early or with the potential. They do want to come in and do things like powers of attorney and other types of estate planning documents.
And definitely with, the sandwich generation, like some like to call it, with, more people having kids and having to take care of their elderly parents, how do you see, the law changing throughout that process?
The law has really evolved as we've had more baby boomers and retirees moving to Florida. It's evolved to be much more friendly, especially in Florida, and more practical, I would say, in being able to help those individuals plan for their estate and plan for the future and making sure that their families are taken care of after they've passed away.
Definitely so. And then what inspired you to get into law in the first place?
To be quite honest, since I was a young child, for some reason I had this innate desire to be involved in the law, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to fill those dreams.
But it is fortunate. I know everyone asks, what do you want to be when you get older? It's either a lawyer or a doctor. It's
right.
Great you actually got to fulfill
that.
Yeah,
I was very fortunate. I had great parents growing up that made sure that those dreams became a reality.
And what is your favorite thing about practicing law?
I'd say the clients. I enjoy the interaction, the day-to-day interaction with the different folks I meet and being able to help them with their challenges and try to make some sense out of some situations, sometimes that aren't great. They're situations that they're scared, they're concerned, and a lot of times the law is going to provide a remedy that may not seem so bad in the long run.
That's amazing. And so when you're not practicing law, I know you coach track.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about that. How do you get to it?
I'm an assistant coach at the Bowl School under head coach Dan Deering. I coach the sprint groups, primarily focusing on the 200 and 400 meter runners.
400 used to be my race. That's
awesome.
Me too. That's so fun. And so you just stuck with it throughout life. How long have you been doing that?
I started when I actually moved here to Jacksonville. I met Mr. Deering, and he invited me to come out and help out with the team. And I've been doing it ever since. I'll be starting my 8th year this year.
That's amazing. Coaching. Congratulations.
Thank
you. You moved here from where?
I moved here I had a very brief stint in Bluffton, South Carolina. Before that, I was born and raised in Concord, North Carolina.
Okay, and what inspired you to come to Jacksonville?
Law school. There's a great law school here in town, Florida Coastal School of Law, and I chose it as where I was going to continue my education.
Well, that is amazing. If somebody wanted to inquire about your law services, how could they get in contact?
There's multiple ways. Obviously, there's telephone. Our telephone number is 904-389-1994, or you can email me. My email address is matt, M-A-T-T, @BrittonLawLLC.com.
Well, perfect. Thank you, Matt, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It was
My
great.
pleasure.
All right.
And thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time at The Buzz.